Hello and welcome once again to more great VFL action in pro football. This week we're at the Western Oval, the home of Footscray, who play host to Fitzroy. Two sides who really have been so up and down this season. Last year, of course, Footscray were just virtually 2 kicks away from playing in a grand final. Fitzroy have been finalists in the past couple of years, then have plummeted, but now are starting to steady the ship under coach David Parkin. Well, this was a real test for the Lions out at the Western Oval today. This is where Footscray can play their best football, and for the Lions to win, it's going to need a mighty performance. Let's now take you to the Western Oval for the opening bounce in the first term.
Start of the game here at the Western Oval between two teams perhaps the most inconsistent in the competition at the moment, Footscray and Fitzroy, and it's Tilly getting the knockout, but Hawkins goes through, gets a high tackle from Conlon, and Doug Hawkins, just wide of centre, will get the free kick. He puts it wide for Wallace. Wallace trying to work his body in front, trying to kick it is Royal. Rands kicks into the man of the mark. Clayton has it now, held to him, says umpire Russo. The more senior umpire of the pair. No, it's Sneddon. There'll be a bounce.
A bounce about 65, 70 metres out from the Footscray goal. It's a big punch away. Goes into the centre of the ground. Kellett comes through strongly for Footscray. Kicks it long into the full forward area. Out in front, Beasley can't mark. Pert does it well. Left foot kick out the centre wing. Fitzroy players overrun it. Petraglia picks it up. Gets it across towards Footscray's half forward line. Kicked away towards centre wing. Tapped on by Fitzroy. Good play by the Lions. McIver there, he can't control it. Wallace puts his body in. Fitzroy struggling to break clear. Now it's Clayton. Kicks it up towards centre half forward. In front, punched away from Keane. Jepp can't control it. He gets a free kick by the look of it. Free kick at half back to Tim Jepp. Strong tackle by the Fitzroy forwards, but the ball will be turned away by Jepp for the Bulldogs.
Jepp kicks to the outer side of the ground, and the target is Hawkins, who's in everything. Gets the hand pass to Kellett. These two are playing well in the early minutes of the match. Coming out to meet the ball then was Turner. He misses the run of it, but they do it well out of defence as Fitzroy, as the mark has been taken by Knight. Knight on the defensive side of the centre circle. Not a very good kick, but it comes down to Leon Harris. High kick. Chance there for Fitzroy. Nearly a good mark there to the player in Mitchell, but he couldn't pull it in. But Kennedy's the clearing kick. Kicks wide for McPherson, but he couldn't quite trap it. And the ball out of bounds for a throw-in between winger and half forward for Fitzroy.
Boundary throw-in. Purser from behind gets the tap out. McIver there for Fitzroy, taken away by Royal. In the clear, kicks it long to centre half forward. Crow can't mark, it's tapped away. Rance does the roving of the pack. It's a poor kick by Rance into the forward pocket to the disadvantage of Beasley. Beasley can't control it, and a boundary throw-in will take place about 35 metres around from the Footscray goal.
Interesting to know, Dean, that Pert is full back after being selected at half forward flank, and Reeves is one of the players on the interchange. As we wait for the throw-in. Chance now for Footscray. It's Crow in ruck, but Tilly doing all the heavy work, gets it down again, and being put down there was Blakey. No free kick. A chance there for McLean. Eventually it comes out to Crow. Crow's kick up towards Beasley. A nice mark with Pert in front. Play on, says the umpire. Out to Steve McPherson. His kick was smothered by Cooper, and the ball over the boundary line.
Well, full credit to Cooper. It was a good smother because it looked a goal to McPherson. Boundary throw-in, only 10 metres out or 15 metres out from the Footscray goal. McPherson in there again, trying with strength to break through, but he can't. Tilly's there for Fitzroy. Punches it along the ground. Boundary throw-in will take place another 35 metres away from the Footscray goal, where the scoreboard shows neither side yet to score, and we've played just 3 minutes in the first quarter.
Fitzroy without Bernie Quinlan will be a big loss to that side. Tilly and Crow. Crow are using the two hands to get it down. Turner was grabbed when he didn't have the ball, but it's Crow who picks up, has a shot for goal. It's dropping very much short. Rance is there, and a good strong mark has been awarded. No play on, says the umpires. Petraglia kicks up, picks up and kicks the first goal of the match. Nice play by Angelo Petraglia to rove the pack and put through the first score of the match, and that's a goal to Footscray. Oh, geez, been a good player, hasn't he, Petraglia? Or was that Royal that kicked that goal?
Petraglia kicked the goal. There's no doubt about that. Angelo Petraglia, number 38 for the Bulldogs, as you say, has done an excellent job. Centre bounce, favours Clayton. Gets his quick kick up. Hardy takes the mark on the defensive side of centre for the Bulldogs. And a 15-metre penalty against Fitzroy, who were very intent on messing up the ball going back to Hardy. Hardy doesn't waste too much time, kicks it long to full forward. Good mark taken in the last line of defence by Roos. Slips the handball out to Cooper. Half-back flank member side of the ground. Cooper goes to centre wing. Mark taken by McIver for Fitzroy, and it was a good one. Feeds the handball out to Clayton. Clayton kicks the ball long, up to centre half forward. Punched away by Jep. Goes to the ground. 32 is Mitchell for Fitzroy. He's tackled well by Jep. Oh, holding the ball, that was a bit severe, but free kick will go to Footscray at centre half-back, and the recipient is Tim Jep, who has done well across that half-back line for Footscray in the first 5 minutes of this match.
Jep, a stopper for Footscray. He's been given the task of stopping the opposition star players on a number of occasions, and has done it well, but that's not a very good kick. And there'll be a throw in between wing and half-forward for Fitzroy.
Throw in. Purser, McIver can't break clear. Kellett has the football. His quick kick at it is smothered by Fitzroy players, goes up to half forward, where Jep has given the job to tag Richard Osborne. He can't break clear, but his handball goes over the boundary line for a throw-in on half forward flank, members side of the ground. The scoreboard, Footscray 1 goal, 6 points lead. Fitzroy yet to score. 5 minutes first quarter.
Throw in, Purser in front. Tries to get the tap down, does so. Kicked off the ground by Baxter. Wallace meets the ball. Quick hand pass to Baxter. That's good play, and Baxter's got plenty of time to steady. Kicks up into the half-forward line. Crow is there. Can't mark. Spoiled by Roos. Down to Turner. Fitzroy moving the ball well out of defence. Barwick the target. He couldn't get it, so he taps it over the top for Conlon. Conlon with it now. Kicks there infield, and there'll be a mark to Fitzroy, and that is Harris. Harris kicks long. Looking for Osborne. Jep is there. Oh, good mark by Kennedy in defence. 2 against 1, and Footscray can't come out with it, and the ball finds Hawkins.
Hawkins on centre wing. Favourite position for him here at the Western Oval. Kicks towards Hardy. He's spoiled by Clayton. Clayton runs out of bounds while he had possession of the football, and a boundary throw will take place between wing and half forward outer side of the ground, slightly favouring the Lions. Footscray 1 goal. Fitzroy yet to score. 6 minutes gone first quarter.
That's Purser, number 1 over the back. Kellett, the quick kick out of defence, finds Steve McPherson. The kick to half forward. Crow and Roos. What a good battle this will be. Roos nearly pulled in the one-hander. Turner is there to lend him support and pushes it out of the pack well. Turner could have got the free kick then, but Roos kicks up into the half forward line, and Keane has taken the mark.
McIver.
That's McIver, you're right. McIver gets the hand pass across to Harris. Harris in turn puts it wide, and the long kick there by McGrath, but the ball is dropped short. Plenty of scramble across the half-forward line. Pretty rugged play, and there's going to be a bounce, and if you can hear through our effects microphone, we've got the Fitzroy coaching box right next to us, and they're not too happy with that particular passage of play. Bounce. It's Purser trying to get the tap down again. Brian Cordy kicks it out of the pack. Comes out to McGrath. McGrath's hand pass. The kick, though, will be marked by Kennedy. Kennedy the hand pass to Royal. And Royal can go for a run. Has a couple of bounces. Kicks wide for Hawkins, who is starring on that wing. And a beautiful pass. Will it find McGuinness? No, it doesn't.
Punched away well by Pekin there, Clark, and it was good defensive work by Fitzroy. I get the feeling that they're doing quite well, because 10 minutes, nearly 10 minutes gone in this first quarter. Footscray have only kicked 1 goal. They look as though they're kicking with the aid of the breeze. Rance does the ruck work, looks for Royal. Ball comes to Harris. Harris to Conlon. Here's Knight for Fitzroy. Gets the hand pass across to Pekin. Pekin's left foot kick up to half forward. McIver's there, but the ball is pushed over the boundary line by Kellett, and a throw-in will take place. Not quite half forward flank, outer side of the ground for Fitzroy.
Footscray have the only score on the board. That's a goal to Petraglia. Nice work by Purser to Hawkins. Oh, equally good play by Laurie. Oh, he was grabbed, Royal, and dropping the ball. And umpire has given the free kick to Fitzroy, and David Parkin is delighted. And that's Laurie, who kicks to half forward. Keane got one in the back then, I thought, from Kennedy, but play on, says the umpire. Play on the half-forward line, and swinging round now is Barwick to shoot for goal, and he's put it through for Fitzroy's first goal and scores 11.
Well, it was a good effort by the Lions. They really showed perseverance there, and Barwick capped it off well with an excellent goal and scores level 10 minutes into the first quarter.
Well, David Parkin, blood pressure rising. He's still got another 3.5 quarters to go.
Play restarted. McGuinness and Turner in the foreground. Ball comes to Clayton, who's done well at centre, bounces for the Lions, kicks up towards centre half forward. No one can take it, and it bounces, but Kennedy now, with coolness, kicks it out towards centre wing. It's dropped by Hawkins, but his recovery is good. Oh, good, brilliant book. Is this player talented or what? Kicks at the centre half forward. It's a poor kick after he did all the good hard work. Petraglia gets the hand pass from Beasley, goes goalwards, and it looks another goal to the Bullies. Second goal on the board to Footscray. Second goal to Angelo Petraglia. And Footscray, 2 goals. Straight, lead Fitzroy 1 straight. 11 minutes, first quarter.
It's going to be a pretty dour struggle here at the Western Oval today. I think both sides very anxious to win this game, of course, because a stake in the 5 is there for the offing if the side can win. They're still in it. Now, centre square infringement with Footscray leading by 6 points, and it's going the Bulldogs' way to Purser. Purser wide of the centre square to half forward. Chance there for Crow. He missed it under pressure from Roos. Comes out. Cooper will try to get it out of the pack. That's Blakey trying to get it out. It comes out wide to Crow, who shoots for goal. That's a magnificent goal. Great bit of play there by Crow. He knew exactly what was going on, and I noticed that Royal tapped Rance on the rump, so Rance must have pushed it out of that pack. I couldn't quite pick up the player, and Crow did the rest.
Well, big lump of a man, Max Crow. He's certainly an acquisition to Footscray because if Andrew Purser, if anything happens to him, at least they have the size of the big number 6 to take over. Footscray 3 straight, lead Fitzroy 1 straight. Purser gets the tap down, it goes towards McGuinness, he can't break clear. There's a free kick out of that altercation near the centre circle, and Clayton will give it to Laurie, and Fitzroy away. Laurie kicks to half forward and finds Osborne, who has given Jepp the slip for the first time in the match. Tim Jepp the job to contain Richard Osborne. Goes with the long torpedo up towards full forward. No mark taken. Ball goes to the back. Baxter gets it out to Egan. Egan's high kick to half back, looking for Hardy. Now we'll find out whether Brad Hardy's got pace because he's up against Clayton. Ball close to the boundary line. Clayton and Hardy. Hardy does it well because he keeps his feet. Gets the handball over to McGuinness. Brilliant football by Hardy. Sets Footscray up. McGuinness breaks clear. The short pass finds Royal. Royal inside the 50-metre line. Goes for goal. It's a good-looking kick. It's a goal. A goal to Brian Royal, and all set up by Brad Hardy, and the Footscray players run to the centre circle and give Brad Hardy congratulations because it was his staying on his feet that set that up. A brilliant goal to Royal.
Well, Hardy now can be used as an attacking player because with Egan back after about 18 months on the sidelines, has released Hardy from that back pocket. And by gee, we saw him against St Kilda where he really converted a lot of chances up on that forward line. 18 points lead now to Footscray. Tilley, but Purser beats him. Petraglia wide, can't get it. Some endeavour there by Pekin, but the kick out of the pack comes down to Steve McPherson. His pass for Beasley, but it's not a very good one, and Petraglia, no, that's Royal, has marked. Royal only a matter of 20 metres out from goal, directly in front, and Footscray certainly on top of Fitzroy in the early part of this first quarter. First quarter only 15 minutes old, and Brian Royal Really played a great game last week against St Kilda. This will be his fourth kick. Royal and Hardy, the stars for Footscray, in their win against St Kilda last week. Kicks for goal, and he's put it through. And that's Royals first. It's his second. Ryan Royal, one of the better players in the league. Great rover last year. Took his time to find form this year, but did it with a vengeance against St Kilda.
Footscray leading quite comfortably. If this is another infringement by Fitzroy, it's not. It's by Footscray at the centre bounce. So I thought David Parker may have erupted because Fitzroy go into attack through Tilly. Kick it long. Mark failed to be taken by Kennedy. Backed up well. Kellett gets to Baxter. And the Footscray defence are playing excellent football. This kick is a poor one. Pekin feeds it to Tilly. And Tilly kicks long to centre half forward at the back of the pack. No, it's a free kick down the ground, I feel. And Keane will take it. He's a fair way out from goal. He is inside the 50-metre line, but I feel Fitzroy are kicking into a slight breeze in the first quarter, where Footscray 5 straight lead Fitzroy 1 straight, 16-minute mark. Keane for the Lions. It's a beautiful long kick. It's a goal. Straight through the centre. Fitzroy's second goal. First goal to Keane.
Fitzroy certainly missing Bernie Quinlan up at full forward. A late withdrawal from the side. And Keane is the man that is filling in that position. So he's got a big job to do up there.
Yeah.
18 points lead now to Fitzroy. Tilly tries to get the tap down. Clayton tries to kick it. McGuinness hauled out of the pack. And the little fellow there, number 36, is Philip Knight for Fitzroy, trying to get the ball out of the centre because the Lions in a little bit of trouble in the early part of this match.
Well, the ground in excellent condition. Umpire Russo, the chance to bounce it. At each of the, after each goal is kicked, Hardy takes the crumbs, kicks it with his left foot to half forward. Out in front, Ruse. Can't break clear. Crow does it well. Overrun by McGuinness. Turner does some excellent work for Fitzroy. Cooper runs into Pekin, gives McPherson the chance for Footscray, but umpire Russo decides on a bounce just inside the centre square. Scoreboard showing Footscray leading by 3 goals. They're 5 straight, 30. Fitzroy 2 straight, 12. Crow. Bumps it towards half forward. Cooper gets the kick out towards the wing. Hawkins, Laurie. Hawkins does it well, gives Petraglia the chance, but Pekin equally as determined. Handball goes out. Wallace can't break clear. McLean for Footscray. Gets it out wide. McGuinness, Petraglia doing the shepherding. McGuinness goes in after it again onto his left foot. Kicks it long to full forward. It's a kick off the side, and it gives Pert the chance. He doesn't waste much time. Handballs to Ruse, and Ruse comes clear to centre wing where Barwick takes possession of the football. He's tackled when he's not in possession, but umpire calls play on. Ruse backs him up, kicks up to half forward where McIver's made good position, opposed by Brian Cordy. Back in the Footscray side after a long break. He's tap on, goes towards Baxter. McIver for Fitzroy, gets the handball out, goes to Harris. Harris to Barwick. Barwick will go goalwards. No, he doesn't. He tries the short pass. It's a poor one. And it goes through for a behind to Fitzroy, the first behind of the match at the 19-minute mark. Fitzroy 2-1, trail Footscray by 17 points. The Bulldogs 5 straight, 30.
Kellett kicks to Jep. Jep over the top to Hawkins, who's having a picnic against Laurie on that wing, and a beautiful foot pass will find Hardy. Hardy on the outer side wing, a short half-distance kick, and it comes down to McLean. On to Jep, who did well to follow the ball downfield. McGuinness up high, couldn't get it. Turner falls on top of the ball, plays tunnel ball with it, tries to get it out to Pekin. Pekin right on the boundary line, tackled ferociously then by McLean, but there'll be a throw in between wing and half forward for Footscray. Footscray leading by 17 points.
Tilly and Crow doing the ruck work for their respective sides. Chile, raw-boned, can't break clear. Harris in there for Fitzroy, does it well to get the hand pass out to Roos. Roos kicks long, it's a poor one, ill-directed, and Purser takes an easy mark for the Bulldogs at half-back. His short kick goes in and finds McLean, and Magic McLean for the Bulldogs, kicks it short, half-forward, Rance is there and takes an easy mark for the Bullies. Half-forward flank for Footscray, long kick by Rance, looking for Beasley. Beasley out in front, can't mark, it's punched away. Royal does the roving. Boy, is he a brilliant rover. Royal gives it to McLean. McLean will go goalwards with a long kick. Is another goal to Footscray, their sixth, and justice prevails because McLean was flattened behind the play after he kicked that goal. But play went on, and a clear goal to Footscray. Their 6 goals straight, 36. Leading by 23 points, Fitzroy 2-1-13.
Once again, Royal, the dominant player on the ground, the best of the little fellows, and McLean got the goal. 23-point lead now to Footscray as Tilly gets the tap down. It goes through Hardy's legs. Clayton trying to get the ball clear for Fitzroy. And I think that's about all umpire Russo could do, would be to call for the ball, and we'll have a bounce back in the centre.
Players around the centre bounce, Clayton, Tilly, Steve McPherson, Purser for Footscray. Great knockout. Baxter it is, takes it, kicks it, quick one up to half forward. Oh, good roving there by Crow. Crow will go goalwards with a long bomb. Is it online? Yes. Another goal to the Bullies. They're 7th in the first quarter, and it has only been underway for 21 minutes, and Footscray 7 goals straight, 42, lead Fitzroy 2-1-13. Second goal to Max Crow. 2 goals each to Crow, Royal and Petraglia for Footscray. 1 to McLean, and single goals to Barwick and Keane for Fitzroy.
Centre bounce, what can Fitzroy do as Tilly gets the tap down? McIver rebounds off a teammate in Harris, but away go Footscray again. Little lucky there, but Royal has it and drives goalward. Chance there for Crow, and Crow has taken the mark. Well, Footscray can do no wrong. Max Crow, who's kicked 2 magnificent goals from about 50 metres out, now has a chance to put one through from about 15 metres. This will be his 5th kick. Comes in now, shoots for goal, and he's put it through. And that's Max Crow's 3rd. And what a quarter it's been for Footscray.
Well, Fitzroy have got a few problems up there in defence because Gary Pert has his hands full with Simon Beasley, and Paul Roos certainly has a big job on Max Crow. Both Beasley and Crow slightly taller than their opponents and very, very good with their hands. Footscray 8 goals straight. Fitzroy 2-1. Purser again to do the ruck work. Bounce favours him. Looks for Hardy. Ball goes wide. Clayton. Left foot kick to half forward. Kennedy in the van for the Bullies. Half-back flank, Rick Kennedy takes possession and shrugs the tackle, does it well. Kicks back towards centre wing. Hardy punched away from behind by Pekin for a boundary throw in on centre wing, right in front of Michael Malthouse in the Footscray coach's box. Tilly and Purser do the ruck work.
Scrambly play, old Hawkins, the snappy hand pass, but it goes to Harris. Harris is kicked wide for Wallace, though. He runs through. It's claimed there by Keane, and he was held, but he didn't have the ball. I thought that was a ticky-touch with one, but it's Wallace with the free kick for Footscray on the defensive side of the outer wing. Rance, the target. Laurie, the man to do the defensive work for Fitzroy. And not a bad crowd here at Footscray for this clash.
Now Rance comes in to do the ruck work. It goes to the back. McPherson can't break clear. Rance in there trying to give it out to McPherson. Here's the rover of the moment. Brian Royal kicks to full forward. Beasley can't mark. Spoilt by Pert. Here's Hardy. Can he break clear? Oh, he looks for a free kick. Oh, yes, he should be penalised for holding the ball, and he is so. by umpire Snedden, and Fitzroy should get out of trouble temporarily. Play on, says the umpire. Pert's forced to kick quickly. It's a beautiful kick from a standing position out the centre wing, but the mark is taken out there by big Andrew Purser for Footscray. Doesn't waste time, gives it to Hawkins. Hawkins on his left foot to centre half forward. Two Footscray players spoil each other, Hardy and McPherson. Cooper there for Fitzroy, but a bounce will take place at centre half forward for the Footscray side. Just outside the 50-metre line, the scoreboard, Footscray 8 goals straight, 48, leading Fitzroy 2-1-13, a difference of 35 points.
Ruck work, and it's Crow who wins out on that occasion. Eventually kicking it out is Steve McPherson. A short kick comes off to Rance, who falls over. Hand pass back to Crow, can kick a long goal. And he's had a shot, but it's out of bounds on the full. And the Footscray fans don't like that one. They reckon Max should have kicked that one. He's only kicked 3 goals in the quarter, which is not a bad effort. They're getting a bit fickle as Pert kicks to the outer side of the ground.
At the back, no mark taken. Hawkins, who's dominated his wing. Hand passes to Rance, a good tackle by Laurie. Kicked off the ground by Tilley. Goes into the centre. Blakey overruns it. He's backed up well by Clayton. And Clayton kicks into the centre where Egan takes the mark for Footscray. Gives the hand pass to Jep. Jep sets Kennedy up, but Kennedy does well. Taps it over the top. Follows it after it again. Gives it out to Jep. Jep can't control it. Goes after it when the ball hits the ground. The scrambly play. McLean gets clear. Gives it to Kennedy. Kennedy backs himself. Goes straight through the centre of the ground and kicks long to full forward. Beasley punched away by Pert. At the back is Harris. Harris gives the handball to Ruse, and Ruse left foot kick out to half back. We'll find Laurie, who is in the clear. His poor kick goes into the centre where Blakey has taken possession of the football. Feeds the handball out to Turner. Turner's swooped on by McLean, who shows scintillating pace. Up to half forward, McIver's tackled by Brian Cordy, and he's penalised for holding the ball, and Brian Cordy will take the free kick for Footscray at half back.
Cordy, his brother Neil, who was a good player last week, out of the side, but Brian back in the side after injury. Scrambly play, that was Tilley that was up high then. This is Pekin trying to feed the ball out to Cooper, who eventually gets it on to Conlon. Conlon's kicked to half forward looking for Osborne. Osborne got hands to it but couldn't do much with it. Now he can do something with it as he kicks wide to Knight. Knight from just inside 50 metres has a shot for goal, but it's holding up in the breeze, and Kellett takes the mark. So obviously it's Footscray kicking to the scoring end. Kellett's kick to Egan. Purser, oh, he took his eyes off it. Will he be tackled by Keane? No, he does it too well. Kennedy, fine captain's game, cops it high and will get the free kick. And Skipper's got it. He's okay. Take more than a little cuff around the ear to put him down, and Kennedy with the free kick.
Well, he looked as though he took note of who it was that hit him. His kick goes up to McPherson, who can't mark. Cooper's there. Laurie got the handball out to him. Cooper's kick goes to Turner. Turner at half back. McGuinness swooped on him, but the tackle was a little late. But Egan takes the mark for Footscray at half back. And the Footscray defence standing firm. They've restricted Fitzroy to 2-1-13. While the Footscray players upfield have kicked 8 goals straight. Egan with a 15-metre penalty will put Footscray right into attack.
Kicks McPherson, a little nudge there on his opponent, but it is off the pack to Hawkins. Hawkins kicked wide for Beasley, and Beasley takes the mark, and that was a beautiful pass by Doug Hawkins. And Beasley hasn't been able to get away from Gary Pert, but Beasley normally a fine kick from a long way out. And he would be about 40 metres out from goal on a very slight angle. And Simon Beasley, 46 goals for the season, kicked 8 against St Kilda last week. So he's certainly in form as he runs in now. Beasley stabs at the ball, but it's drifting off right. In fact, it's dropping short. Max Crow the mark. No, it's through from behind. Oh, gee, he's a valuable player, Max Crow, although he wasn't awarded that mark because the ball had already gone through from behind, but he's already kicked 3 goals, and he's vital down on that forward line. Pert with the short kick in.
Kicks it in towards Conlon. Swooping on him was McLean. Conlon's handball to Turner. Turner's in trouble. No, he's not. He gets out. McGuinness was the tackler. A little late. Kick goes up the wing. Kennedy goes through. Strong play by the Footscray skipper. Kicks to half forward. Crow there for the Bulldogs. Punched away by Pert. The crumbs are picked up by Turner. Good smother there by McGuinness. Ball comes clear to Royal. Can he get clear? Yes, he does with Oh, he is such a good player, Royal. Kick into the forward pocket. Pert over the top, punches it away. But it looks like a free kick. Out of bounds on the full. No, boundary umpire says it's my ball, and a throw-in will take place 40 metres around from the Footscray goal.
And it's a 36 points lead to Footscray as Tilly gets a little nudge in the back from Crow, and Tilly has the free kick. So a relieving free kick for the Lions, and the kick is long. McIver charges at the ball, but his run has been thwarted somewhat by Purser. That's keen for Fitzroy, kicking that side out of danger. Jep in front of Osborne. Little shove there from Osborne on Jep, but the umpire feels that nothing was amiss there, and there'll be a throw-in. Left half forward flank for the Lions.
Keane now doing the ruck work on the forward line, but it's Purser over the back. It's down towards Hardy. Hardy does well to tap on and give McGuinness a chance. He wasn't desperate enough. Blakey was for Fitzroy. He's got the ball, Blakey. But the siren sounds to end the first quarter at the Western Oval, which has been a sensational one for Footscray because they've kicked 8-1, 49, and they lead by 36 points. Fitzroy 2-1, 13.